So, what do you want to be when you grow up? That was the #1 question I got asked when I was about to start high school or my ATAR. And to be quite honest, my usual response was, I actually have no idea. Now, while nobody expects you to have your life planned out by the time you hit high school, it's never too early to start thinking about what you're interested in or what you're even good at. The best thing about having to think about your interests now is that you can start to choose subjects at school that you may really enjoy and could put you ahead of the game in the future. Today I'm catching up with Lana, a careers advisor, to find out the best time to start thinking about your future career.
Hi, you must be Rebecca.
Lana, I've got some questions I'd love your advice on.
For sure, let's go.
Now, Lana, if I was in high school, should I start thinking about my career now?
Look, I think starting in high school in Year 8 is a good way to go. You're never too young to start. And courses that you decide to do in Year 8 and 9 lead on to Year 10, and that's what we call the decision-making process of what courses you want to choose going into Year 11 and 12, which then determines if you're going to go into university, state training provider, apprenticeship or a job. So yeah, I think it is important.
How do I choose what job I want or what I want to study?
You're in school for a long time, so you need to be doing things that interest you, that you are good at, that you have strengths with. Sometimes it's good to try other things as well, because you might think, oh, I might not like this from the sound of it, but once you actually get in there and have a go, you might find that, hey, this is great and I really enjoy it.
If I chose a career but then changed my mind, is that okay? Is there some way that I can incorporate that in or swap?
It depends on what year you're in. If you're in Year 11 and 12, you may need to be re-counselled to look at what courses you want to do. Year 12 is the main one for university, so if you've got prerequisites that you've already chosen and now that you can't use those, that can't stop you from doing what you want to do. You just might have to do a bridging program or enabling program when you go to university, but there's lots of different avenues that you can take.
So it sounds like it's never too early to start deciding what it is that you want to do. Are you ready to give us the edge?
I'm ready.
How does a student find out what their strengths are?
We've got the Career Centre and you can go in there and they've got quizzes that you can do. I think sometimes students know what their strengths are, what they enjoy or what they don't. I think that school reports really play an important part.
Who should a student talk to find out what is the best pathway for them?
Most schools would have some sort of counsellor about jobs. There's different websites that give the information as well. Get onto the uni sites, even talking to friends and family about their jobs if they enjoy them. Just gathering as much information as possible to give them more range of choices.
And lastly, if there was one piece of advice you could give a student who wasn't sure what they wanted to do, what would it be?
My one piece of advice is choose something that you enjoy and that you have an interest in, because it's a long time doing a job, and if you don't like it, you're not going to enjoy it and you're not going to be happy. Choose something that makes you happy and have an interest in.
Well, thank you so much for all your advice. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome.
So if you're unsure about your future choices, take Lana's advice and start asking questions, because it's never too early to start planning your future. Take the time you need to figure out what it is you'd love to do. It doesn't matter when you decide, because there are heaps of preparation courses available to get you ready for university. For more information, jump on to studentedge.com.au.